Hey folks, Forster Ram here. Going to pull an oil sample on this truck. I've got about 10,000 miles on the oil. If you've seen my oil change video, I've got synthetic oil in it. And I'm going to change it irregardless. I've got a little pump kit that you can buy, and you can suck the oil right out in there right after you shut the engine off. It gives you a nice sample. And for me, it's easier to sample it up here than to try to catch it coming out of the plug down there. You're already laying on the ground. It's awkward, and it can be done, but this way I can do it up here and have a little more control over it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the hose I've stuck into the dipstick hole, stick it in here, tighten this down to get a grip on that hose, stick this back down in there, and my hose is just barely long enough so you're probably not going to be able to see this real well, but I'll show you the oil after I get it up here. It won't take long to fill this bottle up, especially with the oil this hot. Here. Ooh, it's hot. So there's my sample. Oil Analyzers is who I use to send the sample into, but Blackstone is what I see most people using, and I'm sure there's others. About $25. Some of them you can do a test where you'll send it in. It'll be quite a bit less, maybe half or a little more than half of what I'm telling you. But they'll just tell you whether the oil is good or not. That's all it tells you. This way I'm going to get a lot of detailed information to see what kind of shape the oil's in. So when I get those results back in about a week, I'll have another video and we'll discuss what we got. So thanks a lot. Okay, I got my oil analysis report today, so I'm pretty excited. And this was after my first oil change on my Pentastar Ram Rebel. And I was really interested to see how well the oil looked after 10,000 miles, because the new generation of Pentastar is a 5-quart system instead of a previous 6-quart system. And in my previous Ram with the V6, the oil wasn't really that good after 10,000 miles. It was just very hard on the oil, but this one's come back quite good. Analyzers gives you a 1 through 4 score: normal, abnormal, critical. So I'm still in the 1, and that's good. That's what I would expect. They did flag a few things that are really amount to a whole lot of nothing really, but it's not uncommon to see silicon show a little bit, and a lot of that comes from as you got a new truck, you got all these gaskets and different things that are sealed, and some of that can get in there. I mean, it's possible I got some dirt in there, but I'm not sure really that I do. It also flagged boron being a little high, and it said in there that it just wasn't significant, wasn't anything to be worried about. And then it said the viscosity index at 100 degrees Celsius was 9.5, which is above what it is new. It's 8.8 new. And so I'm not too worried about that one. It's no big deal. It's in green. It's nothing that's going to make any difference. The thing I look for is this base number, your total base number. And that number, it tells you about your oil's ability to neutralize acids, which is what's critical for it lasting. And this started out as 10, a total base number of 10 when it was new, and it came out as almost a 4. So the oil was warranted for 1 year, 12,000 miles. I did 10,000, so it would have easily made the 12,000. I may do that again. And I don't do these on a regular basis. I just do them when I get new vehicles, so I know what to look for and just see how the oil's doing after that amount of time. And sometimes you get a report back that doesn't always come out as good as you'd like. Oops, excuse me. Here is a report I got from my previous Pentastar, but it wasn't the engine, it was the transmission. The transmission, I bought the truck with 90-something thousand miles on it, and I don't know that the fluid had ever been changed. So I changed it, ran it 50,000 miles, a little over 50,000 miles, and it was starting to shudder a little bit. So I decided to send a sample in, and it's important on these reports that they ask you a lot of information, and you should not leave anything blank, and they give you good directions on filling it out, but I always managed to miss something. And so I failed to tell them that it was, the manufacturer was ZF. I thought, well, it's Ram. And so this oil actually came back a number 4 as critical. But then when I updated the manufacturer, they toned it down to an abnormal. So it's got some things, a lot of tin. It says, suggest monitoring the gauges, vital signs, fault codes, and fuel level closer between samples. Tin is at a significant level. Alumina is at a significant level. So, and it gives you some reasons why. And so I pulled the pan, changed the fluid, and it just eliminated it. It was running just fine after that. So these newer transmissions, these 10 speeds and 8 speeds, are much more, when the oil's been in there a long time, you're more likely going to see something in the pedal of your vehicle that's going to make you realize that something's not right. And golly, as expensive as these transmissions are, you know, it's a lot cheaper to fill it up with and change the filter and the fluid and know that you've got something that'll last longer. So that's a good reason to look at an oil analysis. You don't want to get these reports, but at least gives you a clue as to what's going on. So hope this helps. Sign up if you're interested in my channel. I appreciate it. Thank you.